Turning 50 is not the end of beauty. It is the beginning of a whole new kind of elegance. It is the moment when experience, confidence, and grace come together to create a woman who truly knows herself. But sometimes, without even realizing it, we hold on to habits from years past, especially when it comes to our hair. And those habits, as comforting as they are, might be quietly working against us. Today, I want to invite you on a fresh journey, a journey not to chase youth, but to embrace the vibrant, radiant woman you are right now. We are going to uncover 3 common hairstyle habits that could be making you look older than you feel, and I will show you simple, beautiful alternatives that will help you shine even brighter. This is not about rules or restrictions. It is about rediscovering your best self and making sure your style reflects the life and energy you carry today. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might just feel ready to step into the mirror and smile a little wider. Habit 1. Holding on to choppy, messy layers that make you look older. Let's start with the first habit that could be quietly adding years to your appearance. It is something so common, so familiar, that many of us do not even realize it is working against us. I am talking about holding on to choppy, messy layers that no longer flatter your hair or your face. Now, do not get me wrong. Layers can be beautiful. In fact, the right layers can bring life, movement, and a youthful bounce to your hair. But the wrong layers, especially the ones that are too short, too uneven, or just not blended well, can create a kind of chaos that feels anything but effortless. I know it, because I have been there too. Years ago, I thought more layers meant more volume. I thought they would make my hair look fuller and more playful. But what I ended up with was mornings spent fighting with the mirror, trying to get my hair to fall into place, only to end up feeling frustrated and, honestly, a little older. As we age, our hair naturally changes. It can become finer, drier, and less predictable. So, a haircut that once looked fresh and fun in our 30s might now look scattered and hard to manage. Those choppy layers start flipping out in different directions, creating odd shapes around our face. Instead of lifting our features, they pull everything down, dragging attention away from the parts of our face we want to highlight, like our eyes, our cheekbones, our smile. And it is not just about the way it looks, it is about the energy it gives off. Messy, uncooperative hair can make us feel tired, even if we are full of life inside. And worse, it often signals that we are trying too hard to hold on to a younger version of ourselves, rather than embracing the beauty of who we are today. The goal should never be to hide. It should be to celebrate. Your hair should frame your face gently, complement your natural texture, and make you feel like the best version of yourself, not a version you are constantly fighting with. If you find yourself spending too much time styling, blow-drying, or taming unruly layers just to make your hair look halfway decent, that is a big sign. Your haircut should work with you, not against you. And the good news is there are so many beautiful, low-maintenance styles that can bring softness, elegance, and effortless charm back to your look without all the drama. We will talk about those very soon. But first, let's move on to the next habit that might be sneaking up on you and stealing your sparkle. Habit 2. Sticking to jet black hair dye. That ages your look now. Let's talk about another habit that many women hold on to without realizing it might be working against their natural beauty. That habit is sticking with jet black hair dye well into their 50s and beyond. Listen, black hair can be absolutely stunning. It is bold, it is dramatic, and it has a timeless kind of allure. Many of us chose it years ago because it made us feel strong, confident, and powerful, and for a long time, it probably did exactly that. But here's the honest truth. As we mature, our skin tone naturally softens. It becomes a little lighter, a little more delicate, and sometimes even a little translucent. When you place a very dense, deep color like jet black right up against softer skin, the contrast becomes sharper, and not in a flattering way. Instead of brightening your face, jet black hair can actually highlight every little thing you would rather not emphasize. It draws attention to under-eye circles, fine lines, uneven skin tone, and any natural shadows. You might look in the mirror and wonder why you seem tired or why your features feel harsher. Very often, it is not you. It is the hair color amplifying those natural changes in your skin. Another issue is the flatness. True jet black hair without any dimension tends to absorb light rather than reflect it. And as our hair becomes a little drier or thinner with age, that flat black color can make it look even more lifeless. Add in the constant battle with gray roots showing up so starkly against the black, and it becomes a high-maintenance routine that never seems to end. It can feel like you are trapped between rushing to the salon every few weeks or walking around feeling like everyone can see exactly where your roots start. But most importantly, jet black hair might not match your energy anymore. Maybe it felt fierce at 25, but now you might crave softness, lightness, and ease. And that is not just okay, it is beautiful. Evolving your hair color is not about giving up. It is about honoring who you are now. The good news is you do not have to go blonde or silver overnight. Small changes make a huge difference. Shifting to a softer, dark brown, adding warm caramel or chestnut highlights around your face, or even blending in some natural dimension can take 10 years off your appearance without making you feel like a different person. Your hair color should harmonize with your skin, not fight against it. It should light you up, not weigh you down. Choosing a softer, more forgiving shade can make your features look brighter, your smile warmer, and your energy more inviting. Up next, we are going to look at a third habit that many women still believe makes their hair look fuller and younger, but in reality, it might be quietly making them look older. Stay with me because this one might surprise you. Habit 3. Over-teasing and old-fashioned volume. That weighs you down now, let's talk about a habit that many of us picked up decades ago and honestly held on to because it once made us feel fabulous. I am talking about over-teasing the hair and relying on old-fashioned sky-high volume. Back in the day, having big hair meant you were glamorous. The higher the hair, the closer to heaven, right? We teased, sprayed, and styled our hair into those magnificent shapes that made us feel confident, polished, and ready to take on the world. And for a time, it worked beautifully. But times have changed, and so has our hair. As we get older, our hair naturally becomes finer, more delicate, and a little less resilient. When we continue to over-tease and overspray it, instead of creating a look that lifts and flatters us, we often end up with hair that looks stiff, outdated, and, unfortunately, older. The biggest problem with over-teased hair is that it loses its natural movement. Hair that is heavily teased and sprayed into place does not sway or shift with you. It just sits there. And when hair loses that easy, natural flow, it can make your whole look feel harder, heavier, and less alive. Instead of framing your face gently, overly stiff hair creates a helmet effect that adds years to your appearance. There is also something about the shape that feels stuck in time. Big, rounded crowns and super high back combing immediately send people's minds back to a very specific era. And while a little retro flair can be fun when done intentionally, most of the time, it simply makes us look like we have not updated our style in decades. It is not youthful. It is not fresh. It feels disconnected from the woman you are today. Another thing to consider is the toll teasing takes on your hair itself. All that back combing and heavy hairspray can cause breakage, dryness, and even more thinning over time. Exactly the opposite of what we want. It becomes a vicious cycle. We tease to create volume, but the teasing damages the hair, making it finer, which then makes us feel like we need to tease even more. The good news is you do not have to give up volume altogether. Not at all. Volume is still beautiful, still powerful, and still important. The key is modern, soft, natural-looking volume. Think gentle lift at the crown, soft texture through the lengths, and a style that moves with you instead of against you. You can achieve this with lightweight volumizing products, a round brush, or even just a good blow-dry technique. Let your hair breathe. Let it catch the light and show off its natural beauty. Because here's the truth. You do not need big, rigid hair to make a big, lasting impression. Your energy, your presence, your warmth. Those are the things people remember, and your hairstyle should support that, not overshadow it. Coming up next, we will start talking about the fresh, modern alternatives that can lift your entire look and help you step into this new chapter feeling absolutely radiant. Youthful Alternative 1. Embrace the soft bob for effortless elegance. Now that we have talked about the habits that might be making us look older without even realizing it, let's shift the focus to what we can do instead. Because the truth is, small changes can make a powerful difference. And one of the best updates you can make for your hair is embracing a soft, modern bob. When some people hear the word bob, they picture a stiff, sharp cut from decades ago. But today's bob is a completely different story. It is softer, more flattering, and so much easier to live with. The soft bob typically falls somewhere between the chin and the collarbone. It has gentle face framing layers, just enough to create movement without looking choppy or high maintenance. The magic of the soft bob is in its simplicity. It lifts the jawline, opens up the face, and gives the appearance of more volume even if your hair has naturally thinned out over the years. And because it's not overloaded with layers, it doesn't fight against your natural texture. Whether your hair is straight, wavy, or somewhere in between, a soft bob will work with you, not against you. Another beautiful thing about this cut is how easy it is to style. You do not need a complicated routine. A quick blow dry, a little scrunch with your fingers, or even letting it air dry can leave you looking polished and put together. No more wrestling with the curling iron every morning. No more spending hours trying to force your hair into something it does not want to do. And let's not forget about the emotional shift a great haircut can bring. Getting a soft bob is not about chasing youth. It is about embracing a fresher, more vibrant version of yourself. It tells the world and reminds yourself that you are still growing, still evolving, and still shining. If you are ready for a cut that feels light, elegant, and quietly confident, the soft bob could be exactly what you have been waiting for. But if you are not quite ready to go that short yet, do not worry. There is another beautiful option waiting for you, and it might just be the perfect bridge between long and short. Let's talk about it next. Youthful Alternative 2. Fall in love with the textured lob. If you are not quite ready to say goodbye to a bit of length, or if you love the feeling of your hair brushing your shoulders, then the textured lob might be the perfect choice for you. Lob stands for long bob, and it offers that beautiful middle ground between short and long hair, giving you the best of both worlds without the heaviness or the hassle. The textured lob typically falls around the shoulders, sometimes slightly longer, and it features soft, subtle layers that bring life and movement to your hair. Unlike heavy layering or harsh cuts, these layers are designed to feel effortless. They create a gentle shape around your face, lifting your features without overwhelming them. One of the biggest gifts the textured lob gives, especially for women over 50, is how well it works with the natural changes in our hair. As hair becomes finer or loses a bit of its bounce, long, heavy hairstyles can sometimes drag us down, both literally and visually. A textured lob lightens everything up. It brings back that sense of airiness and playfulness without sacrificing sophistication. Even better, it is incredibly versatile. You can wear it down with soft waves for an easy, casual look. You can tuck it behind one ear for a flirty, relaxed feel. You can pin back one side, throw it into a loose ponytail, or even twist it into a chic, low bun. The length gives you endless options without ever feeling weighed down. And styling? It is refreshingly simple. You do not need to spend an hour with hot tools every morning. A few twists with a curling iron, a little texturizing spray, or even letting your hair dry naturally can create that beautiful, effortless movement that looks like you woke up looking that fabulous, even if you didn't. The textured lob also works beautifully with modern hair color techniques. Whether you are blending in grays, adding soft highlights, or playing with dimensional tones, the gentle layers of a lob make the color come alive. The way the light catches and reflects off the soft waves can instantly brighten your whole face. But perhaps the best part is how the textured lob makes you feel: light, fresh, current. It is not about chasing trends or trying to look younger. It is about feeling like your hair matches your spirit, lively, radiant, and completely at ease. If you have been looking for a way to refresh your style without making a drastic change, the textured lob might just be your perfect match. And if you are feeling even a little bit adventurous, there is one more beautiful update you might want to consider. Let's talk about it next. Youthful Alternative 3. Refresh your look with curtain bangs. Now, if you are feeling just a little adventurous and want a way to freshen up your style without a dramatic cut, let me introduce you to one of the most beautiful and forgiving updates out there: curtain bangs. I know. The word bangs can bring up some serious memories. We've all had that one bad bang cut that took forever to grow out. But trust me, curtain bangs are not those bangs. They are the grown-up, elegant, and incredibly flattering version of fringe. Curtain bangs are soft, parted slightly down the middle or off to the side, and they gently frame the face without feeling heavy or overwhelming. Think of them like the perfect soft focus filter for your face. They add shape, movement, and just the right amount of lift exactly where you want it. Around the eyes, the cheekbones, and the jawline. One of the reasons curtain bangs are so perfect for women over 50 is because they work with the natural changes in our features. As we age, the forehead can show a few more lines, the temples may lose a bit of fullness, and the eyes might sit a little deeper. Curtain bangs help soften all of that. They draw attention upward to the eyes and create a lovely frame that feels fresh, lively, and approachable. And the best part? They are incredibly low maintenance compared to traditional blunt bangs. If you decide you love them, great. If you change your mind, they grow out gracefully and blend right back into the rest of your hair. No awkward grow-out phase, no regrets. Styling them is also easy. A quick blow-dry with a round brush, a little tousle with your fingers, or even letting them fall naturally can create that soft, effortless look. If you want to polish them up for a special occasion, a large curling iron or a Velcro roller at the roots will give them that beautiful, subtle swoop. Curtain bangs also play beautifully with every style we have talked about today. Whether you have a soft bob, a textured lob, or shoulder-length waves, adding curtain bangs can bring a whole new energy to your look without requiring a full commitment to a new haircut. But beyond the style itself, curtain bangs send a subtle but powerful message. They say, I am not stuck in the past. I am still curious, still open to change, still excited to try something new. And that is the kind of spirit that keeps us vibrant, beautiful, and fully alive at any age. So, if you have been looking for a small but meaningful way to refresh your hair and your whole look, curtain bangs might just be the perfect next step. And coming up, we are going to pull all of this together with a few final thoughts to help you embrace your beauty, your journey, and the radiant woman you are today. So there you have it. 3 habits that might have been quietly adding years to your look. And 3 fresh, beautiful alternatives that can help you feel more vibrant, confident, and in tune with who you are today. But here's what I really want you to remember. Updating your hairstyle is not about chasing youth. It is not about pretending to be 20 again. It is about honoring the incredible woman you have become. It is about choosing styles that work with your natural beauty, that celebrate your spirit, and that make you feel energized every time you catch your reflection. Because the truth is, beauty does not belong to a certain age. It belongs to those who own their story, who wear their experience with pride, and who step into every new chapter with a spark in their eye and a smile on their face. You do not need to look younger. You need to feel amazing about where you are right now. And when your hair reflects the life, the strength, and the joy that live inside you, that is when your true beauty shines the brightest. If this message resonated with you today, I would love to hear your thoughts. Leave me a comment below and tell me, which style are you excited to try? Which old habit are you ready to let go of? And if you have a friend who could use a little inspiration, share this video with her too. We are all in this beautiful journey together. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Remember, your best days are not behind you. They are right here, and they are still unfolding. Stay radiant, stay joyful, and keep shining.